Hello, everybody. How's it going? Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. Kydrian, I just realized that a message I read of yours last night was actually a haiku request, so here you go. Here's a haiku about capitalism taking over religious observance on this day. Wait, hang on a second. Yeah, on this day, the Christ was born in a manger, but with no PS5. There you go. There's that haiku. Sorry I fudged that up. But yeah, 'tis the season, everyone. For those of you that observe, happy birthday to Robert Garcia from King of Fighters. Or from Art of Fighting. I guess he's in both. He's in both. He's in both. Hello. Hello. Hope you're all having a great Friday. With or without extra holiday observances. You choose the flavor. Alright. So, it is day 3 of Excitebike. We are 80% complete, but really the real challenge, I think, starts here. Maybe. It depends on how strong the AI is going to be, but we have content we have not really seen before. We've got a cup full of brand new courses, and then after that we have a challenge cup of 1-lap races, which is either going to be great for me or horrible. I'm not really sure which. But that's the plan for tonight. Hope everything's going well. If you have any good news, feel free to share it. Otherwise, why don't we go ahead and power on and start playing some game? You want to eat the other 5 cinnamon rolls? You made some good cinnamon rolls. Gotta eat those cinnamon rolls. If you don't eat them, you know I will. So, stake your claim. Earn. What's up, Cora? What's up, Z-Fan, Kydrian, and Earn, and everyone else out there in Lurkland? We've got the N64 turned on. Umbra Witcher, what's up? You already hate so Jim Rivers can suck it, yeah. His name's Jumpin' Jim Rivers, and yet he doesn't have a great jump stat. I had some of the small ones. I think I had like 2 of the small ones.
Excitebike 64.
What's up, Umbra Witcher? Blah. Blah. Well, you know once I eat 1, I'm going to eat 4, so it's still worth staking a claim now. It's still worth it. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get started. First attempt of the night, we'll get the clock going. Hello. Platinum round. Sarah Sugar Hill. I tend not to lean towards characters that are like highly specialized. Like in games where they let you choose characters based on like points allocated across several meters, I tend to just count the points and find out who has the most. So I was playing with Vicky, but I found her to be too difficult to control. And Sarah's got good controls, relatively speaking. So.
Sarah Hill moves up to 3rd place.
I did it. I always make orange Christmas rolls. You know what's weird is I had never heard of the orange rolls until Arn and I got together. I had never, ever, ever heard of them. I did not know they were a thing. Ah!
Lights out.
This is definitely a warm-up round.
Sarah Hill, who's up to fifth place?
Don't.
Sarah Hill.
That's gonna be dangerous.
Sarah Hill gets a soil sample. Coming into the last lap, Vicky Steele has the lead.
Yeah, I'm curious where like the specific orange roll preference comes from.
Lap 2.
It's like a regional thing or something.
Fourth place.
They're pretty good. They're tasty. I enjoy them.
Ricky Stern is in second place.
Okay, can I do this without going over the side of the cliff? Once. I've yet to complete a lap of this course without catching a little too much air. And the answer appears to just be go pretty slow, and even that almost didn't work. Yep, that's pretty much all they are. Without the cinnamon too, I'm pretty sure. Ah. Uh-oh. What's up, Quicks?
Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place. Sarah Hill gets a soil sample. Vicky Steele is in third place.
Fourth. I had a shot at a higher place, but fourth is alright. For a warm-up round, fourth is alright. Bam, bam, bam. I don't something like that. Something like that. Not only did I do that, you know what I did this year, Quicks? You know what I did this year? I bought one of my employees a Waluigi themed Christmas present. Let my benevolence be known.
Vicky Steele is in fifth place. Sarah Hill moves up to fifth place.
Merry Christmas, Dempsey. How's it going?
Sarah Hill drops back to fifth place.
No, it was not a. It was a pin. It was like a pin that you could put on a backpack or a shirt or a jacket. And it had Waluigi's face and it said "Wah" on it.
At the end of lap 1, Ricky Stern is up in front. Sarah Hill moves up to
It was not a pog, no. It was kind of like a pained expression. Doing full at the big Christmas meets.
Jim Rivers is in third place. Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place.
Also not that, no. No, I already said it was a pin. The cat is about to jump in my lap. There it is. I'm trying to drive a motorcycle while there's a cat sitting on my arm. That's true, Cora. Nah, it's fine. If it's a problem later, I'll let you know. I am talking about you. Problem-ass cat.
Jim Rivers is in third place. Into the final lap. Ricky Stark continues to lead the race. Lap 3. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place.
Yeah, the Pogs were cardboard, the Slammers were plastic, usually. Okay, can you not put your butt on my hand? Like that? Oh god, this is weird. In a metal slammer? Damn. That sounds like it shouldn't be street legal. That sounds like some Kung Lao shit.
Nigel York is in second place. Sarah Hill drops back to fifth place.
Womp.
Sarah
Ah,
Hill
fuck.
gets the soil sample. Sarah Hill wipes out.
I remember one of my friends had like a Power Rangers slammer. It was a very hot commodity for its time. No points. 0 points, 1 cat. Hi, cat. No, hey. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Alright, bye. Guess you just wanted to fuck me up for one race, huh? Okay. You want a haiku about driving a bike with a cat on my lap? Alright. Let me get out of this turn. Let me get some air. Alright, we'll have a nice safe pause here. Okay. I wasn't gonna win. Sunny22222, thank you for the follow. But having a sidecar did not help at all. There you go. What's up, DJ Place?
Sarah Hill moves up to first place. Bobby Malone.
Ah.
Sarah Hill.
Alright, we're biking.
Deal is in third place.
We're back to biking.
Sarah Hill drops back to fifth place.
There's gotta be some, like, dank-ass shortcuts on this track. I want to say I remember something when I was a kid about being able to, like, power slide under the truck. I don't know if that's true. I don't know where I would have read that, to be honest. Probably online. But it sounds a little suspect.
Jim Rivers is in fifth place. Sarah Hill moves up to 4th place. Sarah Hill. The soil sample.
Ah, my face, my facial bone structure.
Coming into the last lap, Bobby Mulo is up in front. Lap 2. Sarah Hill moves up to 4th place.
Doo doo. Boo boo. Boo boo. What's up? Me too. You heating up another cinnamon roll?
Huh?
You heating up another cinnamon roll?
No, I'm too full.
Oh.
My mouth says yes, and every other part of me is like,
Ricky Stern is in 4th place.
Just lick one. Yeah, this is one of the last courses in the game chosen. Looks like you could get up on the I-beam. Someone asked about that yesterday. I think it was Kaidrian. It looked like you could. I don't know if you could actually ride on it, but I'd certainly had the height to land on it. I don't think I remember this game's commercial.
Vicky Steele is in 4th place. Sarah Hill, 8th turn.
Yeah, there you go.
Vicky Steele is in 4th place. Sarah Hill, 8th turn. Sarah Hill, wiped out.
Oh, there's like a little ring up there.
Sarah Hill, wiped out.
Thank you, Cleveland. You as well. Hope everything is going good.
Sarah Hill, wiped out.
Still not in last. Not that it matters, but... Boop boop ba doop doop. Boop ba doop 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 doop. Boop boop president. Doop doop doop. Yeah, this is the first run of the night. This is a warm-up run.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go.
Although, to be honest, I don't think the normal runs will go much better for a bit. We've got a lot of learning to do on these courses. Thank you. Yeah, it's been really cold here the past few days. Needed some extra sleeves. Nope, I have not, Quicks. I have not. I don't have any pickups, really. I got a $50 Amazon gift card from my sister. And then Ern, I need my hands for this. Ern got me this guy. This cool guy. Yep. This is an Ibuki air purifier. So it has a HEPA filter. You know how Allergy Gang rolls. And it intakes air on the sides here and spits it out of the top. It's got 3 speeds, touchscreen controls or touchpad controls. And it even has a little spot where you can drop in some essential oils if you want to get some fancy smells going. So, yeah. It's not plugged in at the moment. I've been using it today, but I have limited outlet space in here, so I got to move some stuff around if I want to have it plugged in all the time. So that's what I got for Crim Cram. What did you guys get? You get anything good? Gitaru Man Lives for PSP. Nice, nice. What's up, Tony? Yeah, it's Nabuki, so you know, like, that's how the vortex works. It pulls the air in, and then once it pulls the air in, there's no escape. Like, you're just getting crossed up by fresh scents and filtrated air. Super Mario 3D Collection. A headset. Nice. Game & Watch. The Mario Brothers Game & Watch. Sounds like you got a big gamer Christmas, Holybeard. Coal. Clean coal? Santa can't give coal out anymore, man. That hurts the carbon footprint. He'll end up on the naughty list. Ern did get a lot of kitchen stuff this year, it's true.
New York is in third place.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Historic coal. The name of my business that sells historically significant coal. Like, this is the coal Benjamin Franklin used to write a book about farts.
Sarah Hill moves up to 4th place.
14.5 seconds behind. Yoicks. That's right. He did actually write a book about farts, though. Like an essay or something. That was a fact that I remember from my childhood. Benjamin Franklin liked the potty humor. You know, those eccentric inventor types.
New York is in 3rd place. Sarah Hill moves up to...
Oh, Chaucer. Third? Alright. We pulled a third. Blizzard Blitz. That's right, we crossed the 10-hour margin. Mark margin. Gonna hit 20? No, we're not. We're not streaming for that long tonight. Threshold. Mark Margin, freelance copy editor. I think the shortest game was Pokemon Snap. I'd have to check the sheet. Bye.
Sarah Hill gets the soil sample. Sarah Hill moves up to 4th place. Bobby Malone is holding the top spot.
Damn.
Sarah Hill is behind the leader. Coming into the last lap, Bobby Malone is still in first.
I appreciate the attention to detail in this game that you don't see drones on the first lap. Like, there's not just some jackass just riding his bike slowly around the course. You got 3 Sega Genesis games off the list. That was your gift to yourself. Nice. Which ones? Which Genesis games were they?
Sarah Hill is behind the leader.
Is that a shortcut? Doesn't look like it.
Sarah Hill drops back to third place. Vicky Steele is behind the leader.
I am never. Oh boy. Well, I wasn't gonna win the circuit, but I would have at least had like 5 points. Now I have nothing. Nothing. Shortest N64 game so far. Yeah, Pokemon Snap took 3 hours and 15 minutes. That was the shortest game we've done so far. What games do I feel like have the greatest divergence from common opinion on? Games I really like that most people don't. Unlimited Saga. Unlimited Saga is a big one. Chat probably knows better than I. Dark Souls. Anything Dark Souls related. Merry Christmasu. Merry Tiramisu, Dorky.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. Sarah Hill drops Vicky Steele. And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot.
What else? What else do I do real pariah shit for? Or vice versa? Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is a big one for me. Having a very special Comcast Christmas. I tried to. Oh shit. Said something, all of a sudden I just dropped 1 billion frames. No, not really. Like, the base gameplay is fine, it's there, but like, I hate Dante. I hate playing as Dante, I hate being near Dante. So, the experience is kind of soured for me. And everyone else is just like, Dante's the best! I'm like, why?
Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place. Coming into the last lap, Ricky Stark is up in front. Lap 2. Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
Up on the third's pretty good. I've never really been able to get into it, but it's enjoyable. I like Travis Touchdown. I can get behind Travis Touchdown.
Sarah Hill is in second place. Sarah Hill.
Internet, what are you doing, buddy?
Vicky Steele is in third place.
Fourth.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. And it's Sarah Sugarhill with the whole shot. Sarah Hill drops back to second place.
Those are the big ones that come to mind. There's plenty of other ones. You guys know I'm a contrarian, so... There's a lot of those kinds of divergent opinions in my personal record book.
Sarah Hill is holding the top spot. Bobby Malone takes out
I was...
Sarah Hill.
man, sometimes it feels like you're fucking magnetized to those back wheels.
Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place. Ricky Stern eats third. Into lap 2, Vicky Steele is holding the top spot. Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
You can wreck the cars in Forza. It's Gran Turismo you can't wreck the cars in.
Bobby Malone is in second place. Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
Never.
Bobby Malone is behind the leader.
I think the world could accept a new off-road.
Continues to lead the race.
I don't know, that franchise got kind of fuckery dude around the end of it. I don't know what's considered the last off-road game. Like, it's either Off-Road Challenge or Off-Road Thunder. It's Off-Road Thunder or Four-Wheel Thunder, I can't remember, but I think they kind of lost the plot point very early on
Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
as to what made the original like off-road and the track pack fun. I think so. I think it could work, but it would have to change a lot of stuff in order to have any kind of considerable appeal, or at least have like a robust ass track editor.
Vicky Steele continues to lead the race.
Thanks, Molly. It's because I'm lazy. It's just because I'm lazy.
Sarah Sugarhill, that's a new track record.
3 points. I've never gotten second so far in this cup. That's a PB right there. A personal B.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go.
We do have an off-road on the 64 though. We get to play an off-road game. So
And battling for first position is Ricky Stern.
we'll see one.
And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot. Sarah Hill drops back to third place.
Oh no.
Jim Rivers is up in front.
Yeah, okay, you can race on it. Nice.
Sarah
I
Hill
don't know if it has any benefit whatsoever, but myth busted. You can drive on the I-beam in the construction yard.
Ricky Stern is in.
Also, I've got to find a faster way to do this segment. Holy shit.
Sarah Hill moves up to fifth place. Sarah Hill.
Ah, I tried to jump the dam.
Sarah Hill gets a soil sample.
We might have to take a break after this. My internet's being too slow tonight. I'm getting too many drop frames.
Ricky Stern is in fifth place. Into the final lap, Bobby Mulo.
Dang, he sounds like a cool guy.
Sarah Hill moves up to
Oh,
fifth place. Lap 2.
Maybe try cutting the quality on the stream, Ern. Like, if I have quality options on your side, see if you can drop it down to, like, 480 or 360 or something. Yeah, it's just the number of frames I'm dropping. Like, there's severe drops, and, like, I'm thinking about the long term. Like, is it going to be glitchy on the VODs? Is it going to be watchable? So that's more what I'm concerned with. I want you guys to have a good viewing experience, too. Try Mike. Thank you for the follow. Oh, there's a shortcut. Damn, I wasn't even paying attention.
Sarah Hill is in fourth place. Sarah Hill drops back to fifth place.
It's true. That is a thing that is happening today.
Sarah
I missed.
Hill.
I missed it. Wide left.
Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place. Nigel York is in third place.
Ooh, I stole third. This is going all right. I'm feeling progress. It's not good, but I feel a little bit better about things. These are kind of the two tracks I'd say I'm the best at too, like the last two, so that's good. Pretty spicy third, yeah. Oh! The spooky flip. Ah.
Sarah Hill drops back to third place.
Bent it like Beckham.
Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
I wasn't out of bounds at any point during that. Like, I was, but I was not marked as out of bounds.
Nigel York continues to lead the race.
I overheated.
Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
Slow ass jumps.
Is in fourth place.
There seem to be a lot of sections like that in this cup of just like consecutive jumps that if you don't hit in the right rhythm, you're just gonna get passed by all the other bikers.
Sarah Hill is in fifth place.
I don't know what run is, so I can't answer that question.
Jim Rivers is in third place. Sarah Hill drops. Jim Rivers into the final lap. Bobby Malone is holding the top spot.
Wait. What? Oh. That's not good. I need you to take Bobby out, Nigel. This is important.
Nigel York is in second place.
Nigel, what are you doing? What are you doing, Nigel?
Sarah Hill is in third place. Nigel York is in second place. Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
Whew. Good points, but bad result. Now Bobby has all the points. This is unwinnable. So let's just flip it. But if we're already pulling second, I feel like it's starting to come together a little bit, you know? A little bit coming together. Alright, the internet stuff seems to have ironed itself out, so I will continue to play.
And battling for first position is Sarah Hill and Jim Rivers. And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot. Sarah Hill is
Thank you, Trachea, you as well.
Bobby Malone is in fourth place. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place.
We are indeed. Yeah, I'd say this game has brought me excitement. I am toying with the idea of dropping it down a ranking. I'm kind of going back and forth as to whether or not I think this is better than Tony Hawk.
Sarah Hill, eighth third.
Yeah, this game is an exciting game.
Sarah Hill moves up to fifth place. Bobby Malone is in fourth place. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place. Into the final lap, Nigel York at the lead. Lap 2. Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
Yikes.
Sarah Hill gets a soil sample. Sarah Hill eats dirt.
Uh-oh.
Eats dirt. Vicky Steele is in third place.
It's a short hop. If we take that one too fast, we bonk our heads on the wall. Uh-oh.
Sarah Hill moves up to third place. Ricky Stern is behind the leader.
A lot of kerchiefs and caps in this house, yep. Always wearing kerchiefs and caps. Gotta keep the heads warm. How are you doing, Trachea? How's your Christmas?
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. And it's Sarah Hill with the hole shot. Sarah Hill drops back to second place.
Bah. Chilling at your mom's. Nice. Hope that's going well.
Vicky Steele takes out Sarah Hill. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place.
Pretty uneventful. Just drinking some tea and watching the Santa Claus.
Nigel York is in third place. Sarah Hill moves up to third place. Sarah Hill.
Bah.
Soil sample. At the end of lap one, Ricky Stern has the lead. Lap two, Sarah Hill. Lights out.
Oh, Jingle Jangle? I don't know if that's what it is. I've just heard there's a streaming Christmas movie today that everyone's going candy canes over.
Moves up to fifth place. Vicky Steele is behind the leader.
Gotta keep your vernacular festive and seasonally appropriate, you know?
Sarah Hill is in third place.
Bananas aren't in season.
Coming into the last lap, Ricky Stern holds the lead. Sarah Hill drops back to third place. Lap 3. Sarah Hill gets the soil sample.
I love you too.
Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place. Vicky Steele is behind the leader.
I think some of the control issues in this game are stemming from the fact that I'm not using a stock N64 stick. Because there's some, like, dead zones in the way this game reads inputs, which I think is preventing me from, like, turning while backing up or making sharp turns. Like, I think there's a point where you're diagonal and the game decides that you're straight back when you might be a little off center. Almost caught her. Almost caught her. Alright, what's the standings looking like? 4 back. Ricky Stern's dominating. Jim needs a boost.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
And battling for first position is Sarah Hill and Nigel York. Jim Rivers gets a soil sample, and it's Nigel the York with the hole shot. Sarah Hill drops back to second place.
Vehicles.
Sarah Hill gets a soil sample.
Fuck.
Jim Rivers is in fourth place. Sarah Hill moves up to fifth place.
Oh, there goes my speed.
Ricky Stern wiped out.
No, I did need to stop Ricky.
Sarah Hill moves up to fifth place.
I can't make decisions. I'm too indecisive for branching paths, apparently.
Vicky Steele is in fifth place. Sarah Hill moves up to fifth place. Sarah Hill gets a soil sample. Into the final lap, Bobby Mulo has the lead. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place. Lap 2.
Of course, Ricky went on a comeback tour.
Ricky Stern is behind the leader.
Jesus. Oh, scoops. That's a lot of points, but you know, 6 touchdowns will do that to you, right? What's up, Jeremy? How's it going? I mean, if you can score 4 in the first half, you can score 4 in the second half too. It's just coaches usually don't let you do it. I think he could have had more looks, but they probably started being sportsmanlike. Yep, doing well. Thanks. I like this game. It's very tough, though. Oh, I botched it. They were probably doing less aggressive play calls or splitting touches or something. Like, he did get one at the end of the game, but you don't just... It's kind of unheard of for someone to get 4 touchdowns and, like, keep producing at that rate. Choked at the end there.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go.
I don't think so. I only ever think to check that chat like once every 3 days, so I did look at it earlier today, but if the conversation kept going, then I probably missed it.
Sarah Hill moves up to fifth place.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Nigel York is in second place. Going to left,
No!
Jim Rivers is over the
Damn you, flat surface.
Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place.
My arch enemy. The Packers,
Vicky Steele is in third
the
place.
Vikings, the Bears, the Cowboys, the Washington football team, the Houston Texans,
Sarah Hill is in fourth place.
yeah, the Patriots are an interesting case, historically. They're probably due for, like, a 10 to 15 year dry spell. Would I rather be a Browns fan? Probably not. Like, if I had the opportunity to stop dreading every Sunday, I'd try to take it, I would think. I don't really rep Ohio like that.
Sarah Hill is in fourth place.
Did I get pants? Nope, no pants for Christmas, Tex. What about you? I mean, I hate the Patriots a little bit because A, you know, they win too much, and B, we keep trying to take their assistant coaches as if that's going to make a difference for us. Just chocolate and the Munsters. I am also from Ohio, Astroslav. Hence why I do not rep them anymore.
Vicky Steele is behind the leader.
Ohio is a weird state because it's very northern in the terms of the whole country, but they really want to be like a southern country state. I think there's an art to tanking, and it's a beautiful thing to witness, and it should be celebrated.
Bobby Malone drops Sarah Hill. And it's Bobby Bing Bong Malone with the hole shot. Sarah Hill drops back to last place.
Yep, no Canadian NFL teams. Buffalo plays in Toronto once or twice a year, I think. But they got their own football league. They could definitely support an NFL team, but
Sarah Hill,
I don't know. I think there's some politics and play with that. Vince Carter's would be a pretty good mascot. Yeah, I'm from Toledo, Astroslav. I think more stuff happens in Toledo than Cincinnati, but it's bad stuff. It's not good stuff. Toledo Everyone thinks Toledo's like this podunk town when it's really like Detroit Junior.
Vicky Steele is in third place. Sarah Hill moves up to second place. Ricky Stern is in third
There is a lot of corn. And opioids. There are a lot of opioids.
Into the final lap. Nigel York is up in front. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place.
Podunk means like small town, boring, like, you know. Toledo's kind of a shithole, though. I have a fondness for it being from there, but yeah, it's got some very serious problems. I used to have a lot of Ohio State gear as a kid.
Nigel York is behind the leader.
Same Umbra Witcher.
Sarah Hill
Exact same.
second place. Nigel York gets a soil sample.
Like, I get nostalgic for it. And then I go back and I'm there for like a week and I'm just like, ugh.
Sarah Hill wipes out. Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place.
Yeah, we got a festive December Excitebike arena here.
Sarah Hill gets a soil sample.
Beep beep. You ski? I've never been skiing. I've been snowboarding once. I've never been skiing. I think I've passed the age where I want to ski. Like, I think snowboarding is super cool. I would love to go again if you could, like, promise me that I would not damage my knees permanently as a result of doing so, you know?
And battling for first position is Vicky Steele and Sarah Hill. And it's Sarah Sugar Hill.
Okay, we're taking shortcuts. I knew that ramp was there. I've been avoiding it because I didn't think I needed it, but we got nudged onto it. Seemed to work out pretty well for us. If I became it, no, I still wouldn't, man. Like, I don't want to have bad joints if I can avoid it, you know?
Sarah Hill takes down Nigel York.
Yeah, I think I saw it, like, snowed in Portland today, and, like, people were freaking out about it because they don't get it too often.
Ricky Stern is behind the leader. Sarah Hill drops back to second place.
Got a bit of snow in Albuquerque. Oh, yeah. We got it down here, too, actually. That was crazy. I've been living here, like, 18 years now. I've never seen it snow in October.
Ricky Stern holds the top spot into the final lap. Ricky Stern is still in first. Sarah Hill moves up to first place.
I botched the shortcut. I do love saying positive things about games, yeah. That's true. What are good things about Ohio? It's got a little bit of everything in terms of, like, nature. Like, it's very flat. You're not going to get mountains in Ohio, but you are going to get, I mean, you're not too far from, like, the Appalachians if you wanted to do mountains. But there's like sand dunes, and you get all 4 seasons, and the weather's pretty temperate. It's just muggy. It's way too humid, but like it doesn't get crazy hot, which is nice. The transitional seasons are pretty long there. There's some decent food culture there. There's like a lot of, if you're into like museums, like Ohio is weirdly stacked with like like quality local museums and like nationally significant museums. Yeah, the park system, that's true. The Metro Park system in Ohio fucking rules. They have so many kick-ass parks that are like well designed and like different in terms of like the wildlife and the layout. The Ohio Metro Parks are sick. Also, if you YouTube the Cash Explosion theme song from the 90s, or the Ohio Lottery theme song from like the 80s and 90s, that shit is fire. It did. Yeah, Cash Explosion, man. Yeah, that shit's still on, dude. They still play Cash Explosion. Cincinnati's really into their chili, but their chili's kind of fucked up. They do a thing called Skyline chili, and it's not for everybody. If you're a chili purist, you're not going to be down with Skyline chili. Like if you're into Texas chili, you're not gonna want Skyline chili. Skyline chili is like Texas chili. I don't know if it has beans. I don't know if it has beans on it, but it's served on top of spaghetti noodles, and there's like cinnamon in the chili.
Sarah Hill moves up to 5th place.
The hallucinatory chili pepper couldn't have come from Ohio. Too spicy. Ohio is not stacked with the spiciest foods. But yeah, like there's a lot to do in Ohio, honestly. Whether you like the outdoors or you like, more city life type stuff. It gets a bad rap about a lot of things, but like there's a lot of really nice cultural history in Ohio. Like even in Toledo, the museum system in Toledo, like I said, is like it's insane. The Toledo Museum of Art is gorgeous and constantly stocked with like really interesting and like varied exhibits. They have like great symphonies and stuff. Like there's a lot of big venues, so you're able to go to see big concerts and all that good stuff. But it's like it's so weirdly counterbalanced with like middle of nowhere funny car, nitro burning funny car like culture, That's fine. You know what? I've talked a lot of shit about Ohio tonight, Molly. I would rather be in Ohio than Indiana. But a lot of that has to do with the places in Indiana that I've been to. Yeah, Idaho is where the potatoes happen. But Ohioans like their potatoes too. Pacers or Cavs? Cavs. I say this with the utmost respect, but I can't get down with a sports team in yellow. I just can't do it.
Sarah Hill. Drop. Jim Rivers.
They do wear yellow. And you know who my least favorite football team is? Nope. It's not. It's the Packers. The Vikings wear... It's true, the Vikings do wear yellow. The only acceptable sports team that wears yellow is the Seattle Supersonics, and guess what happened to them? Guess what happened to them?
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go.
We're doing big work for Ohio tourism. So I'm not kidding though. You guys haven't YouTubed that Ohio Lottery theme song. That might be the single nicest thing I have to say about Ohio. Is how much that song slaps. They used to play it between Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
Sarah Hill is in second place.
Oh shit.
Sarah Hill drops.
Umbra Witcher, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Molly Ranchers. Merry Christmas. That's very kind of you, Umbra Witcher. Beat Golden State by 40, damn.
Jim Rivers is in third place. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place.
Jefe Acer Avius. I probably fucked that up, but thank you for the follow.
Nigel York is in fourth place.
Yeah, the track designs in this game are fun. And this is like the final cup, so these are the craziest tracks.
Into the final lap, Bobby Malone is up.
The Cleveland tourism video, that's a classic meme. Classic meme video.
Lap 2. Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff to do on this track. I wish I was better at it, but... Suspect. Just the teeniest bit suspect.
Vicky Steele is in third place. Sarah Hill drops back to fifth place.
Lonely Mountain was so fun. I enjoyed the hell out of Lonely Mountain. What's up, Gunstar Hero? Yep, we got the expansion pack in. But we're not running it in high-res mode.
Nigel York is in fourth place. Sarah Hill moves up to fifth place.
I think I just helped him. I think I just saved your ass, Nigel. You owe me one.
Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place.
What the fuck? Alright. Not sure what happened there, but okay. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, this is physical console. Just use it, and I'm not doing like anything with it. This is composite video. There's no upscaling. There's no retro tinks or frame meisters. This is a $20 capture card from Amazon. I'm 7 points back. Bobby's got to be stopped. Someone do something about Bobby Malone.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go.
Yeah, I played Lonely Mountain on Xbox Game Pass, and it was intensely fun.
Ricky Stern is in 4th place. Sarah Hill moves up to 4th place.
Vicky, get him. Don't let him out. Don't let him loose, Vicky. Fuck him up.
Vicky Steele is in 2nd place.
He's getting away.
Into lap 2, Bobby Malone leads the pack. Sarah Hill is in 3rd place. Vicky Steele is behind the leader.
No, he's gone. He's gone, and with it go the tiny hopes I had for this cup.
Sarah Hill is in 3rd place. Vicky Steele is behind the leader. Sarah Hill.
I disagree. Like, I understand, but I disagree.
Lap 3.
Uh-oh, double time.
Sarah Hill hits the hay. Sarah Hill moves up to 3rd place. Jim Rivers takes out Sarah Hill.
Hits the hay. Yep, she's taking a dirt nap.
Sarah Hill drops back to 5th place.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Jim Rivers is in 3rd place.
But I've already expressed thankfulness that this game doesn't have Rainbow Road in it. So I couldn't, in good conscience, try and replicate its strats without invoking its cursed material. Although I was just reading that Rainbow Road was supposed to show up in F-Zero AX.
Is in 3rd place.
There's some remnants. Some coding remnants. Damn, I'm already out of water. Might have to take an early break this stream after this cup to go get a cup.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. Sarah Hill drops Bobby Malone. And hits Nigel Suzuki with the hole shot. Sarah Hill drops back to 4th place. Sarah Hill eats third.
I'm glad, but it's silly that the bikes don't have collision on them if there's not anyone riding them in this game.
Bobby Malone is holding the top spot.
Like, it's a design choice I totally understand.
Sarah Hill moves up to 4th place.
Ah.
Sarah Hill wipes out.
Yeah, I remember going for the jump, like, after reading about it online, but I don't think I ever really tried to do it in races. I was always too scared.
Sarah Hill, get the soil sample. Sarah Hill drops back to 4th place. Ricky Stern is in 3rd place. Into the final lap, Bobby Malone continues to lead the race. Lap 2. Sarah Hill moves up to 2nd place.
That seems like too slow of an angle.
Sarah Hill drops back to 2nd place.
Slalom.
Jim Rivers is in 3rd place. Sarah Hill wipes out. Ricky Stern is in 3rd place. Sarah Hill moves up to 3rd place.
Oh no.
Ricky Stern is in 3rd place.
Oh shit.
Sarah Hill moves up
Ah,
to
damn it.
4th place.
Should probably restart that one, but I won't. That last second overheat cost me a point. A whole point.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. Sarah Hill and Becky Steele are fighting for first. And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot. Jim Rivers is in 2nd place.
So I am going to do a stream tomorrow to make up for the one I missed on Wednesday. And it is going to be the start of the new schedule. Even though we don't normally stream on Saturdays under the new schedule, we're going to do a 6-hour tomorrow. 6:30 Mountain to 12:30 Mountain.
Back to 2nd place. Bobby Malone is holding the top spot. Sarah Hill drops back to 3rd place. Into lap 2, Bobby Malone holds the lead. Sarah Hill moves up to 3rd place. Sarah Hill.
I just got passed and dumped by a drone. Gross.
Jim Rivers is in 2nd place.
Put 5K on Sarah Hill. That's a very unsafe bet, Umber Witcher, but I bet the odds are good. Or at least they're a high payout.
Sarah Hill is in 3rd place.
It's reckless, though.
Jim Rivers is in 2nd place. Coming into the last lap, Bobby Malone continues to lead the race.
I legit thought that was the last lap. I was like holding the brake as I crossed the finish line.
Sarah Hill is in third place. Jim Rivers is in second place. Sarah Hill is in third place. Jim Rivers is in second place.
Shut up. I don't think that's good for the standings, but I'm right, it's not. 7 points back from Robert Malone.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go. Sarah Hill knocks off Jim Rivers. And it's Vicky Steele with the whole shot. Sarah Hill drops back to second place. Hill eats dirt.
Robert Malone related to Carl Malone? I doubt it. Based on the few details I can ascertain from this game, I'm gonna guess not. But you never know, Holybeard, you never know.
Vicky Steele gets a soil sample.
Maybe Post Malone.
Sarah Hill drops back to fifth place. Vicky Steele is in fifth place. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place. Sarah Hill wipes out. Bobby Malone is behind the leader into the final lap. Nigel York is up in front.
Nigel being in front isn't bad, but Bobby's closing in on him and he's getting away from me, and that is bad. That is very bad. We gotta put Bobby in motorcycle jail.
Sarah Hill is in third place. Sarah Hill wipes out.
A very interesting wreck there. I agree with it. I understand.
Sarah Hill.
That one's a little more touchy.
Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
Don't.
Sarah Hill eats dirt.
This might be the end of our run here.
Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place.
I almost got the shortcut. We're in a fight between this narrator and the Pokemon Stadium narrator. The Pokemon Stadium narrator, he's got way more intensity. This guy's got a couple pop-offs, but like, the Pokemon Stadium announcer tries to make a Metapod mirror match sound interesting. You gotta respect that level of enthusiasm.
Moves up to fourth place. Jim Rivers is in third place. Sarah Hill gets a soil sample.
I got indecisive again. I'll be lucky to get fourth. Pokemon, yeah, it's not done yet. It's merely on hold.
Hill wipes out.
I am 11 points back. So yeah, that's a retire. I'm going to take a quick break. I think I get some fluids in and out of my body. Let's do a quick pause. Feliz Excitebike. We'll be back in about 5 minutes to eat more dirt. BRB.
Excitebike 64. Excitebike 64.
Alright, I am back. Thank you guys for waiting. Got a fresh cup of agua. I just ran the math myself, Tony. And the next non-director stream is New Year's Eve, so it depends on if I do anything special for that stream or not. If it's regularly scheduled programming, I think the odds are pretty good. We'll see one last day of Pokemon in 2020. Get the timer going again. hiccups.
And ready to go. And battling for first position is Bobby Malone and Sarah Hill. And it's Tricky Ricky Sure with the whole shot.
Oh, when that happens, the announcer's like, it's Bobby or Sarah, and it's Tricky Ricky in the lead. Like, wait, that wasn't one of the options.
Sarah Hill, each third.
Yeah, but see, what if I just need one more stream? Like, I don't want to carry that 2020 stink into the new year, you know?
Jim Rivers is in second place.
Thing is, I need way more than one more stream in that game. Like, theoretically I don't, but practically we all know I do. We all know there's more than one Pokemon stream left.
Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
I know it's kind of better
Sarah Hill, each third.
in multiple ways for me to complete a game before I move on. But I am open to keeping a couple of things in the air, you know? I just don't want to let it get out of hand. I don't want to have, like, 10 active games that I'm flipping between, because I know I won't play 3 of them at all, and I'll barely touch, like, 5 of them, and I'll just play the other 2. So, it's the kind of thing I need to be careful about.
Sarah Hill gets a soil sample.
He might, Tex. He might. That's up to him and no one else.
Sarah Hill, each third. Sarah Hill, each third. Vicky Steele is in third place. Soil sample. Vicky Steele is in third place.
Short jumps. Oh, they both wiped out? Damn.
Second place.
And it's Nigel the Duke York crossing the finish line right now. Don't, Vicky! Don't! Don't! Oh! Oh! Yes! Alright. Yeah, some of those cinematic bail angles are very Trials-like. Okay. That's a blessed start. We gotta try and carry that momentum.
Bobby Malone is behind the leader.
I need a spotter in this game. I need someone to like watch the mini-map for me. Yeah, Trials is a blast. That's a really, really fun game.
Sarah Hill leads the pack.
I have a friend who's really into bicycles, and I got him on it, and like he got an Xbox 360 and like only played that game. Like he didn't fuck with anything else. He was just playing Trials all the time.
Sarah Sugar Hill has set a new lap record.
1 second ahead.
Steele is behind the leader. Sarah Hill drops back to second place.
No, you don't.
Vicky Steele is behind the leader. Sarah Hill continues to lead the race.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Into the final
Like
lap.
every Trials game is like super fun until you get to the end of it and you're just like, I spent 4 hours and 8,000 lives trying to beat one track.
Vicky Steele is behind the leader.
Fuck. No. No. No.
Sarah Hill drops back to third place.
No. Why do I choke? Why am I the choker?
Bobby Malone is in second place.
Damn it. Boo. Vicky Steele is behind the leader. Okay. We're only 1 point back. Yeah. Behind the leader.
And it's Nigel the Duke with the whole shot. Sarah Hill drops back to third place. Jim Rivers is behind the leader. Sarah Hill moves up to second place. Bobby Malone is in second place.
Oh man, that was really good until it wasn't. Came a little too spicy out of the back.
Sarah Hill drops back to last place.
Like Taco Bell catering.
Sarah Hill.
That's the second time I've bailed on that little ledge and I have no idea why. Maybe I gotta avoid it.
Sarah Hill moves up to third place. Sarah Hill, 8th start. Into the final lap, Bobby Malone leads the pack. Sarah Hill moves up to 4th place, lap 2.
Ah, I got in the mud there.
Vicky Steele is in 4th place.
Come on. Don't drop the ball now.
Sarah Hill is in 5th place.
Maybe they share an announcer.
Sarah Hill moves up to 4th place.
was a little more civilized.
To third place. Bobby Malone continues to lead the race.
No, 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 no.
Sarah
Come on.
Hill drops back to fourth place.
Damn it. Curse your garbage turbo, Sarah.
Vicky Steele is in third place.
I think Bobby's going to be a little too far ahead. Not unfixably far, but... Okay, he's only 2 points ahead. Same with Vicky. Alright, that's not too bad. I got this. Seattle.
The riders are lined up at the start.
Seattle, Washington. Washington.
And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot. Ricky Stern is in second place.
That's good news.
Sarah Hill drops back to second place. Ricky Stern takes
Not a takedown. Come on. That was a spear.
Ricky Stern is up in front. Sarah Hill moves up to first place. Into lap 2, Sarah Hill as the lead.
Holy shit. Thank you.
Ricky Stern is behind the leader.
Trying to get the secret tape.
Sarah Hill continues to lead the race.
Oh boy.
Bobby Malone is behind the leader.
That's not what I want to hear.
Sarah Hill
God damn it.
lights out.
You want a haiku about Church's chicken?
Third place. Ricky Stern.
Hang on, Electro. I'm gonna do it after this race.
Into the final lap, Bobby Malone is up in front.
Oh, I think that's gonna be unfixable. It's 4 seconds ahead.
Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place. Ricky Stern is behind the leader. Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place. Jim Rivers wipes out. Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
Damn it, Bobby. Haiku about Church's chicken. I didn't think that I liked fried chicken, but their 5-piece is juicy. There you go. There's a haiku about Church's Chicken, Electro. How's it going? 4 points behind Bobby means we have to win and he has to get bottom 2. That is our win condition. We have to get first. Bobby has to be 5th or 6th. Yeah, actually, there was like a good 3 to 5 year period of my life where I wasn't eating any fried foods. Like I'd have fries, but nothing else fried. I wasn't into it.
Sarah Hill drops back to 4th place. Bobby Malone drops Sarah Hill. Sarah Hill moves up to 4th place.
I guess now that I think about it, Bobby could get 4th and I'd be okay, but I do, it is still must win. If I don't win, there's no way I can do it. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this is a house, not a path. I was kind of hoping you could bust this door down or something, but I guess not.
Coming into the last lap, Bobby Malone leads the pack.
That's super bad.
Sarah Hill, 8th.
Secret house. Secret house. Secret house.
Lap 2.
Secret house. Secret house. Secret house. Secret house.
Sarah
Secret
Hill moves
house.
up to 5th place. Nigel York is behind the leader. Sarah Hill wiped out. Sarah Hill moves up to 3rd place. Sarah Hill gets the soil sample.
That was the end of the race, too. Damn.
Sarah Hill moves up to 3rd place. Nigel York is in 2nd place.
Oh, that fucking pier, man. Keeps bodying me. Well, no win. We had a really good start, but no win. Oh well. Lost by 8. It was close, though. It was definitely close.
The riders are
Beep, bow, beep, bow.
and ready to go. And battling for first position is Sarah Hill and Bobby Malone. And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot.
Yeah, I've got to take the inside on that part. That's too slow.
Ricky Stern is in 2nd place.
A little cautious ascent here.
Sarah Hill is up in front.
Uh-oh. Oh, barely made it. Baby jump.
Jim Rivers is behind the leader. Sarah Hill continues to lead the race.
Jim.
Into the final lap, Jim Rivers leads the pack. Sarah Hill moves up to first place. Jim Rivers is behind the leader.
That's pretty nice, yeah? It's pretty nice.
Sarah Hill is holding the top spot. Jim Rivers is behind the leader. Sarah Hill continues to lead the race.
Don't let anyone take the dance from you. That was a fucking good... Yes! That was a good race. I crushed that shit. Holy crap. I think I might have figured out that course. I was ahead by 6.5 seconds. Oh my god.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go.
Thank you. If I can just make that a regular thing, or win on this try, I'll be happy either way.
Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot.
Either make me consistent at that race, or make this the run. Either one is fine by me.
Nigel York gets a soil sample. Sarah Hill moves up to first place. Ricky Stern is in second place.
Just keep hip checking Ricky into walls. It's not my fault. It's your fault for trying to pass me.
Jim Rivers is behind the leader. Going to lap 2, Sarah Hill is up in front.
Fuck, I got indecisive.
Sarah Hill drops back to 4th place.
Couldn't decide if I wanted to try and go above or in. So I went into...
Ricky Stern is in second place. Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
Didn't feel like hooking up the Wii for some Duck Hunt. Just get like a Flash version or something going. Oh, that wasn't a good hit.
Ricky Stern is in second place. Sarah Hill moves up to 3rd place. Ricky Stern is behind the leader. Into the final lap, Jim Rivers is up in front.
Ah, yeah, shit.
Sarah Hill drops back to 3rd place. Lap 3.
I did it again! Okay, I went over. Yeah, sometimes traditions are just because. They don't have to have well thought out reasons.
Sarah Hill moves up to third place. Ricky Stern is behind the leader.
Start a new tradition, that's right.
Sarah Hill is in third place.
Oh no! Oh, worst possible timing for this shit, come on. Okay. I didn't lose third, that's okay. Pokemon Stadium tradition? Ew. Ugh. Why though? I'm like hunching my shoulder. I gotta kind of stretch it out a little bit.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. Sarah Hill.
Okay.
Soil sample.
Merry Christmas, Repa. How you doing?
With the whole shot. Sarah Hill moves up to fifth place.
Oh, that was not a collision. Like all other video games feel better. That's like saying you should spend one day in jail a year. You'll appreciate everything that's not in jail even more. I'm pretty good. Pretty chill holiday this year.
Sarah Hill is behind everyone. Sarah Hill drops back to last place. Sarah Hill gets the
Again.
sample.
I don't know what they want me to do there. I gotta stop going that route. It's too dangerous.
Jim Rivers is in fourth place. Into the final lap. Ricky Stern leads the pack. Lap 2. Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
Oh, that turn was longer than I thought.
Nigel York is in
Sloppy.
fourth place. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place.
I am like getting my turn distances all wrong right now, man. And it is mad unfortunate.
Nigel York is in fourth place.
I respect that though. That was a big balls play. And it didn't go great, but it didn't go as bad as it very easily could have. No, none of the people in this game are real people. I'm pretty sure.
Jim Rivers is in fourth place.
All the brands are though.
Moves up to fifth place.
All the brands are definitely real.
Sarah Hill wipes out.
I didn't think I was going that direction again. I couldn't tell. My angle was a little wider than it normally is. Okay.
Sarah Hill
All right.
gets the soil sample.
No points for me. Oh boy. Still only 2 back.
The riders are lined up at the start gate and ready to go.
You think Bobby Big Dog Malone could be a wrestler?
And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot. Vicky Steele is in second place.
Yeah, it definitely is. He'd have a rivalry with Bam Bam Bigelow or something.
Bobby Malone is behind the leader. Going to lap 2, Sarah Hale continues to lead the race. Bobby Malone is in second place. Sarah Hale continues to lead the race. Vicky Steele
Oh,
is
I'm
in
nervous
second
about where
place.
this drone is. Okay, we're good.
Ricky Stern is behind the leader into the final lap.
Alright, look at the mini-map. Look at this time that's about to pop up. If I lose this, it's my own goddamn fault. I am 12 seconds ahead.
Ricky Stern is in second place. Sarah Hale continues to lead the race.
Can I get bonus points for dominating? 1 point for every second I finish ahead of second place.
Ricky Stern is behind the leader.
What's up, Sornus? It's unfortunate that Ricky's going to take second, though.
Ricky Stern
That means I'm going to be tied for first going into the last race. God damn, what a race.
with the checkered flag.
If only I hadn't fucked up on the last one. Just gotta make sure we beat Ricky. Make sure Jim doesn't place way ahead of us. And we're good. Let's just win on Blizzard Blitz. Let's win here. Not even put the other stuff in the equation.
And battling for first position.
Good start. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks for that fat hip check. Jackass.
Sarah Hale moves up to fifth place. Vicky Steele is in fourth place.
Oh, it's the two people I don't need to be in front of me, man. Can I get you guys to fuck up together? Please?
Ricky Stern is holding the top spot. Sarah Hill drops back to third place.
That's one. What do we do about Ricky? Oh, God! Not great. Not bad.
Sarah Hill is behind the leader. Ricky Stern continues to lead the race. Sarah Hill moves up to first place.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Why there? Why there?
Ricky Stern continues to lead the race. Sarah Hill is in second place.
Nope. I'm gonna run out of time.
Sarah Hill gets
I tried so hard, you guys. Damn it. I won 2 of the 5 races. Got a second. But my Los Angeles and my construction yard were so bad that it didn't matter. Alright.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to
Let's just do that again, but better. Yep. Yeah, my construction was super bad. But I'm like, I would have, if I had gotten third, I'd have been fine, but I don't even usually get third, you know? I'm already off to a horrible start here.
Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
But apparently shit's real sloppy back here, so... Hey.
Ricky Stern at the lead. Sarah Hill drops back to third place.
Okay. I'm thinking we should just restart. But we'll see. We'll see. Wow, they didn't give me the cinematic angle. They just let me die.
Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place. Nicely yard! Knocks off Sarah Hill. Ricky Stern is in third place. Into the final lap, Nigel York is holding the top spot. Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
Not good. Wow, and they just put me back behind the ramp again? Yeah, let's go ahead and restart that one. That was a mess. Poop. I am sick of Bobby. I am fucking sick of his ass. Knocking me down at the start of every single race.
Sarah Hill drops back to second place. Sarah Hill wipes out. Sarah Hill wipes out. Sarah Hill drops back to fifth place. Vicky Steele is in second place. Sarah Hill moves up to second place. Ricky Stern is holding the top slot. Coming into the last lap, Ricky Stern continues to lead the race.
I did it again. Couldn't make a decision. Couldn't make a decision.
Sarah Hill moves up to second place. Ricky Stern is in second place. Sarah Hill moves up to first place. Sarah Hill wipes out.
No. No. Incorrect.
Jim Rivers is in third place. Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
Not sure what happened there.
Sarah Hill drops back to third place. Ricky Stern wipes out.
Third. I don't know about that, but I'll try it. It's looking like that win was a fluke. It was clean, but it looks like it's looking like it was a fluke.
And ready to go. Sarah Hill drops Jim Rivers. Vicky Steele takes out Sarah Hill. And it's Tricky Ricky Stern with the whole shot.
Gotta start taking that jump slower.
Back to last place.
Going over the tire does me no favors. All it does is save me from running into the tire when I gun it too hard. But it is a slow acceleration off of it.
Ricky Stern is in second place. Sarah Hill moves up to second place. Ricky Stern wipes out.
You gotta do something about this.
Sarah Hill is in second place. Sarah Hill.
God damn it.
Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place.
And there goes Vicky on her victory lap.
Sarah Hill gets a soil sample.
Having a meltdown.
Vicky Steele is up in front.
Having a total meltdown right now.
Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place. Lap 2. Ricky Stern is behind the leader. Sarah Hill moves up to third place. Vicky Steele continues to lead the race. Vicky Steele continues to lead the race.
She's not too far ahead. I got time. Just need
Coming into the last lap, Vicky Steele is still in first. Sarah Sugar Hill has set a new lap record.
I am not.
Vicky Steele continues to lead the race.
I'm not, in fact, nailing this.
Sarah Hill moves up to first place.
Damn it! I was really hoping to get a takedown there. Would have made my life a lot easier.
Vicky Steele continues to lead the race.
Bad landings.
Vicky Steele continues to lead the race.
Yeah, she's gonna get this one. I had like one window. So I'm gonna be 5 points behind her going into race 3. Buh. Big buh.
And ready to go. Sarah Hill drops Vicky Steele. And it's Jumpin' Jim Rivers with the whole shot.
Alright, Dempsey.
Drops back to third place. Sarah Hill drops back to second place. Sarah Hill!
Okay.
Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place. Bobby Malone is in fifth place. Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
I think I just have to like try and go as straight as possible off that ledge. That's what determines whether or not I bail.
Ricky Stern is in second place. Coming into the last lap, Nigel York is up in first. Lap 2. Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
Forever bumping Ricky.
Ricky
It's
Stern
my life.
is in second place.
Me and him are just destined to tussle.
Sarah Hill drops back to third place.
I cannot get this.
Vicky Steele is in third place. Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place. Sarah Hill moves up to third place.
No.
Sarah Hill gets a soil sample. Vicky Steele is in third place. Sarah Hill moves up to third.
Alright, we stole a point back from Vicky. That's not the worst. It's not the worst outcome.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the hole shot. Nigel York is in second place. Sarah Hill drops back to second place.
Come on!
Sarah Hill. Sarah Hill moves up to third place. At the end of lap one, Ricky Stern is up in front.
Where the fuck did he come from?
Drops back to third place. Bobby Malone is in third place.
Why are they all going so fast?
Sarah Hill moves up to
Oh no! Such bad luck.
Bobby Malone is in third place. Sarah Hill moves up to third place. Into the final lap, Nigel York leads the pack. Sarah Hill drops back to third place.
Damn, that was a chance. And then I overheated.
Nigel York is behind the leader. Sarah Hill is in third place.
No! Okay, if we can pass Nigel, that would be delightful.
Nigel York is in second place.
Got him.
Sarah Hill moves up to
Whew! Yikes. Alright. Where does that put us? 1 point behind Vicky and Ricky. We almost won on Blizzard Blitz last time. I have not been playing as well as I did, but let's just one race. Let's just dial it in for one good race. Here we go.
and battling for first position is Nigel York and Sarah Hill. And it's Nigel the Duke York with the hole shot.
I dumped somebody, but it did not help me at all.
Steel is in third place.
Come on.
Sarah Hill moves up to fourth place.
Not now, bitrate. I see a red square blinking in the corner of my eye, and it's making me want to look away.
Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
I always oversteer on that part. It slows me down a lot.
It's still in first.
Alright.
Sarah Hill is in third place. Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
God, I want to dump him so hard.
Sarah Hill gets the soil sample. Sarah Hill moves up to second place. Sarah
No!
Hill gets the soil sample.
I have such a hard time hitting that corridor.
Ricky Stern is behind the leader. Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
Yes! 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 I think we got it. I think we got it. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Yes! %90 complete. Woo! Oh my god. One final cup. Dempsey did call it. Dempsey's belief. He locked that in early. Thank you guys for the dabs and the GGs and the you did it's and the got'ems and the bippin' and the boppin'. Alright. This could be tough. We have 5 one-lap races, and as you can see in the bottom there, finish first in every race to complete the game. We have to do 5 first place laps. And it's a 1v1. Oh boy. Alright, I'm a fan of that.
Ricky Stern is in second place.
Basically, it's bail and you're out. If you bail once, you're cooked. Alright, that's one down. Phoenix is next. Which one is Phoenix? Oh, it's the hairpin course. This is probably okay. What game is after this one? That is up to Azure Tony Umberwitcher. He's still the director. This is the last one, Tex. Uh-oh.
Sarah Hill drops back to second place.
And this is too narrow, so I can't, yeah. Poop. We don't have to do the hill climb. The hill climb is not a requirement.
Sarah Hill takes third.
Once we finish this cup, we're done. Second place. Is that just an immediate game over, I'm assuming? Yep. Damn. I do want to check it out before we end this game. None of it's required, though. Like, if I do any of that stuff, it's because I feel like doing it.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot. Sarah Hill drops back to second place.
That turn is so slow. Both of them are. Damn. I gotta brake turn those. That's an L. Like a faster restart. Comcast gaming support. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you for the follow. Someone told Tony to play Tonic Trouble and then he got drunk off a tonic? Dang. These are all indoor courses, which is kind of the good news. I tried turning it. No, I have not. I have not tried that because momentum is an important thing on Twitch. But hey, thanks for reaching out. I appreciate that.
Sarah Hill drops back to second place.
Alright, we got Orlando again. Sounds good. Account created 3 minutes ago. Seems sus.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot. Bobby Malone is behind the leader.
Not a bad guess, Sornus.
Bobby Malone is behind the leader.
Alright. That's gonna make 2. This is a fast cup, at least. It's very, very dangerous, but it's quick. Nashville. Which one is Nashville? Kicks is good. It's a good game. I like Kicks. And there's all those Horny Kicks arcade games. So many Horny Kicks arcade games.
Get ready to go. And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot.
Yep, that's one of them. That's the big one.
Nigel York is behind the leader.
Dancing Eyes, yep. That's another one. Okay, that's 3. That's 3. Vegas. Vegas.
And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot.
Nice. Alright. No, 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 no. Damn it. Okay, at least we got the fast respawn. And she looks real back there right now. So I'm gonna be a little cautious. Try to be anyways. It is not working out too great for me, but we'll take it. One more course. One more course. This could be it, guys. This could be game number 13. Kyoto.
The riders are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go.
Yep, it's the square.
And it's Sarah Sugar Hill with the whole shot.
And I'm getting a little funky. I don't like that.
Sarah Hill moves up to first place.
Boof. Exaliant, that's a good question. I'm not counting them. They don't do anything. It's closer to 100%, but they don't do anything. There's no 100% category for speedrunning that says you have to get them all. So I'm saying last unlock is 100%. But you could make the argument. You definitely could make the argument. You finished the game. Excite 3D unlocked. Do we get a staff roll? He's ugly. I don't like him. We do get a staff roll. All right. So yeah, I think I've decided that this game is not as good as Tony Hawk 1. It was very close. It was very close. I stopped the credits at the end of the... Or I stopped the timer at the end of the credits. Roger Hardy Jr. is your announcer, by the way, guys. Feels good, Sornus. Feels real good. Yeah, I think the content in this game is Shigeru Miyamoto. is more evenly balanced than Tony Hawk, but Tony Hawk has peaks and valleys, and those peaks nudge it over. This game was sturdy. It's very good. It's satisfying to learn, but it's very much like, this is it. This is what you get. You know, master this one skill, and that'll carry you through the game. So I'm going to say this one lands not as good as Tony Hawk 1, but better than Wave Race. I think this is a better game than Wave Race. Are the credits looping? Did they already go through all? Yeah, they did. Alright. Stop the clock. 12:18:56 is our final time for Excitebike 64. Let's check out, because I've always wanted to see it. I've always, since the first time I ever rented this game, I always wanted to see what the 3D Excitebike was like. And I've never had it. So let's do a quick comparison. We'll do a game of regular Excitebike if you guys haven't seen that before, and then we'll do 3D Excitebike. And as you're Tony, if you want to lock in your next game and send that to me in a Discord or a Whisper. Oh, this is weird. Hang on. The buttons are not acting the way they are supposed to, I think. I don't think this game is perfectly emulated. How do you vote games? Well, Tony is the director right now. He's paid channel points. So there's no voting. It's totalitarian. A lot. We've talked a lot about Blast Corps, right? Blast Corps is one of my favorite games on the N64. Yeah, the sound is off, you're right. When you 100% Blast Corps, a message pops up on the screen that says, you can stop now. Like, there's a ranking system in that game, and the final rank, when you have all platinum medals, the rank is called, you can stop now. You just gotta beat the time. That third place time there in the bottom left is the time you gotta beat in order to continue playing. Yeah, sound is definitely off. What's up, Simp Jones? But, Aragorio, but every, when we reach, like, game 18, we're gonna do a sub raffle. Subs to the channel can pick 5 games they nominate that they want to see, and I pick them off out of a hat and announce the winners once we beat game 20, and that's how that block of games will be determined. So you will get a chance to vote on games if you are still subbed when we get to that point. Yeah, the sound is way off in this. Your Prime will be ready. Yeah, we actually, last time we've only done one so far because, it's taking me a million years to beat these games, but we had a lot of people just getting a sub in for the month, and that's totally fine. It's helpful, and I appreciate the support. Even I want you guys to, whenever you spend money on this channel, it's always important to me that you get something back some way or another. Donations, it used to be a very direct correlation. You donated money, you got to pick games for me to play. But whether it's bit motes or some kind of feedback into what we do here, I always try to reciprocate the support that you guys give me. Also, this game has 3 game modes. There's a track editor in this game. You can make your own tracks. But the B mode of this game is more like a race in the sense that there are other cars. This is like a time trial. And the B mode is too. Your goal is still just to beat the time on the clock down there, but there are other drivers that are competing against you that just kind of get in your way. And the takedown system in 64 is an homage to this game, because if you clip someone with your back tire, they crash. Feels just like it. I don't know if it's in this one or not, but I know in the arcade Excitebike and the Famicom Disk System versus Excitebike that's on the Nintendo Switch, there's also a power-up you can get. I was telling Duke Donuts about it earlier today, but if you take down... Oh, fuck! Holy beard.
12.18 voor 12:18.
$12.18 for 12 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you very much, Holy Beard. I appreciate that a lot. I think it would have been cute if you had to run back to your bike, but it probably would have been a lot harder. Anyways, if you can take down, I think it's like 5 or 8 bikers in a row without falling off your bike, you get a power-up that turns you into like a dark biker, and you have infinite... You can't overheat. until you crash. And it carries over from race to race, too. So if you can drive without doing what I just did, you have, like, infinite turbo. Which is pretty cool. I don't know if it's in this version, though. I've never gotten it in this version. It's true. That's true, Dorky. The boost arrows, all they do in this game, they look like boost arrows. What they do is they cool your engine down. Your engine goes back to default temperature when you hit one of those. There is a way to go faster by like keeping a wheelie popped for a prolonged period of time, but I've never done it before. This is not the only NES game we're going to see on the N64. I know of at least one more. I think it's an NES game. Whoop! Oh, I didn't qualify. No koala. Alright, sounds good, Tony. Yeah, Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong... oops. There we go. I think Donkey Kong on DK64 is the NES. Is the arcade port? Okay. Well, then I don't know if there's any other NES games. TBH. I'm not sure. Alright. I think just the GameCube one has the NES games, unfortunately. The mode I've waited for 20 years, guys. I've never seen this. This is my reward. Okay, that's cool. Uh-oh. Oh, God, the controls are not what I expected! I guess that explains why this game has D-pad support. This is sick. This is fucking cool. I wish it had, like, the track editor. Like, I think this is the only track you can play on. But this is so neat. As someone who grew up with Excitebike, like...
Sarah Hill moves up to second place.
This is so neat. Alright, let's go back to the other view. See what this is like. Oh shit! In this view... Oh, what? That's weird! You have like two totally different control schemes depending on what your camera angle is. Oh, man. There's the little nubs.
Into the final lap, Mickey Steele is holding the top spot.
Oh no.
Sarah Hill drops back to fourth place.
I agree, Sornus. That was like a huge motivating factor for me. Do some tricks. Alright. That was a huge motivating factor for me in Animal Crossing. And the fact that none of the other games had it was a big part into why I fell off of the series. Did not mean to do two tricks there. Also, they're playing the wrong song. They should be playing the Congo song for this. But beggars can't be choosers. This is still really cool. It would have been neat to see it like as a fully fleshed out mode. But this is a really cool idea. I like it. Bonk. Alright. Damn, we haven't finished an N64 game since October. But that's it. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the motivation. Excitebike 64. We're gonna turn it off. We're gonna give it a nice smooch. Thank you for your service. And Azure Tony has let us know what he wants to see next. And we're sticking with the N64 games. I'm going to take a break to do some like spreadsheet bookkeeping and get set up for the next game. But coming up after the break, we're not done tonight. We got a couple hours left. Yeah, they all get a smooch. I might have missed some, but I intend to give them all a smooch. You guys ready for game number 14? Any guesses? Any guesses what game number 14 is? It's right here. It's a gray cart. It's a gray cart. Glover. Danny Glover. Sesame Street. Pokemon Stadium. That's not a gray cart, thankfully. We can rule that one out. Nope, nope, nope. You're all wrong. You're all wrong. You're all wrong. The answer, what we're doing when we come back from break, is right here. It goes, wow, Bomberman 64. Another game this was my 6th N64 game ever. Never finished it. Bomberman 64 is coming up next. That's what we're going to be playing for the rest of Tony's directorship, unless he changes his mind. So I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Get ready for some Bomberman.